For Mincha, 7:55 p.m. Ladies class, part 4 of 4 on Berkas Hamazon. Today, 10:30 a.m. here at Shul. The parsha opens up with the people of Moab and Midian bothered by the existence of Bnei Yisrael. Vayar Balak ben Tzipor. So Balak sees everything that the Jewish people did to the Amorites. Vayagur Moab mepnei ha'am ki rabhu. So I want to address these words over here, ki rabhu, and vayakas Moab mepnei Bnei Yisrael. So it says Moab had become Vayagor, whatever that means. They become terrified, according to one version, because of the people. Ki Rabhu, because they were great. Vayakat Moab mepnei bnei Yisrael. And Moab became Kat. What is the word Kat? So Rashi over here in our parsha tells us that Kat is referring to Katzi b'chayai, that of Rivka, which means the lashon of Kat is Kate, which could be referring to that of an end of something. Kate's called Basar, Balafanai, as it says by Noach, that the word Kate means the end of all flesh has come before me. Kate is also from the word of a coat, which is a thorn. A thorn is the end of a bush. It's that which protects the bush, so it stands there by the end. So what happens over here that it says Vayakat Moab mepnei bnei Yisrael? What is this idea? Rashi says it's related to that of what happened in Parshas Toldos, and that is that Rivka says to Yitzchak when he finds out that Esav is marrying women that she does not approve of, it says Katzi b'chayai. So Rashi in our parsha tells us that the word kotes over here is referring to the same idea. What does that mean? Rashi over here in Toldos, describing this concept, says Ma'asti b'chayai. What that actually means is that she's so embittered she despises her life, which means the people of Moab at this point in time, as Bnei Yisrael are entering into their realm, their lives are deplorable. They cannot even bear living, which means they're living in a state of fear for something that did not even happen yet. In the case of Rivka, something had already happened. In the case of Moab, didn't happen yet. What's their bother? What's their concern? Their concern is that here we have the Jewish people. They went and they wiped out the people of Sichon, and they're near us. So my life is not worth living simply because of the fear alone. This is where fear actually overtakes a person, and they don't even have a value of life itself, which is a very powerful concept over here. It's not like they're experiencing it, it's the fear itself that makes their life meaningless and worth it. They don't actually want to live at all. So that's what Rav Hirsch points out. They were seized with such a terror, they lost all sense of stability, as though the ground had been cut off from under them. So this is the fear that they're actually developing over here. What's going on? What's the reason? Ki Rabhu, says our pasuk. That carries us to the beginning of Parsha Shmos, where Paro was concerned about Bnei Yisrael. Why? Because Ki Rabhu, he was concerned that they were a great nation and they would take over and just try to fight against everybody else. Here Moab has a similar fear, that fear of being taken over by another nation, but so much so that emotionally they cannot even bear living one more moment because of the potential experience of Bnei Yisrael around them. It just teaches you a little bit about the concept of fear. What does that mean? What do you do when you're in that state of fear? You're going to hire sorcerers? You're going to hire a sorcerer to help take care of that? Obviously there's an element of emunah that has to take part over here, but we see how much it debilitates not just an individual, but an entire people can be debilitated in this scenario.